Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery. Got a brand new product we wanted to tell you about today. This is the Ultraview Hinge 2. This is a new upgraded version of the Ultraview Hinge, which was wildly popular. Lots of people loved that hinge. So now Ultraview has gone back in and come out with the Hinge 2. We're going to tell you what makes this thing new and great. First of all, you can see multiple options here. First up, what we're going to notice are the two different sizes. Right here, I have the medium, and this one is the large. Those are the two sizes. Now, Ultraview had a medium and large with their Hinge 1. What they are telling me about the Hinge 2 is that the large is not quite as big as the large from the Hinge 1. It's about 12 to 15% bigger, where the first hinge, it was 20% bigger. And it's noticeable. I remember with the large of the first hinge, it felt way too big for my hand. This one does not. This one feels nice. I prefer the medium, but this large does not feel too big. So two different sizes there, and there are also two different materials. You can see the colors. We've got gray here. This is the aluminum release. And then we've got the black one here. This one is stainless. So this is the one that's got the weight to it. It is not brass, it is stainless, and then it has a black matte finish on it. This one has a gray matte finish on it. So those are the two colors. But what is, most impressive about the Hinge 2, especially from my perspective, is the Hinge 1 had replaceable hooks that had different click lengths on it. Got rid of that now. Now we have what I really like, which is two separate moons, one for getting the release to click and one for getting the release to fire. By having those two separate moons, you can have any click length you want. You set it to what you like, including no click, if that's how you like it. So engraved on the inside here, you're gonna see the words click and fire. Click is on this side, fire is on that side, and that pertains to the two moons, the two sears that you're going to see up top here. You're going to see that they are indeed separate. They have individual adjustments. Now, like the last hinge, you still have a hole here, but where this one was how you adjusted your fire position, now this is a lock. So you're going to get this Allen wrench with your release. I'm just going to reach in there. I'm going to turn it counterclockwise to loosen it. Now I can make my adjustments. So you're going to watch the backs of these moons move as I turn. If I turn counterclockwise, you can see this side of the moon is coming down. That means the side that is functioning is coming up. So now I am making everything slower with counterclockwise. That's my click. Now I have my fire over here. I can make the same adjustments, turn it that way. Now I'm making everything slower. Clockwise makes everything faster. There are tiny little lines in here. I'll be honest, I can't see them, but there are tiny little lines in here so that you can see where your release, where the moons are set up in there, if you're able to see them. I could probably see them with a magnifier. If you need to get back to that position, if you want to write down somewhere where your moons are, you can always get them back to the same position. But as we said, individual adjustment. And what's great is the Allen wrench is what makes the adjustments. This isn't a case where you have to loosen something and then you physically move the moon. No, it's on a drive screw. So as I turn, you saw it, the moon was moving back and forth. So that's awesome. Once I get everything where I want it, I just come to the back, turn it clockwise. Now everything's locked back into place. So love that, love the two moons. That way you can get that click to fire. I'm always fighting with that. With the two moons, I can set it exactly how I want it. Something else they did this year, you can see me jiggling this head around. There is a magnet right in here that holds that head into place every time. So the last one did not have that and the head would flop. Now when this thing resets and the magnet's got it, it doesn't. Colby Hanley from Ultraview said bow hunters who were using the Hinge 1 were complaining about that noise of this head flopping around. Now with the magnet in there, it does not move. That thing is going to stay in place there. So that's the other major upgrade to the Hinge 2. It is basically the exact same size handle. And of course, one of the main calling cards of the Ultraview Hinge is that Colby and his team went around and measured, I forget how many hands, I think he said like 150 to 200 hands, to try and get the sizing of the finger beds, everything, the spacing. They wanted to get all that into the optimum position. So one of the things about the Ultraview Hinge is it is super comfortable. I mean, when you pick this thing up and hold it in your hand, it just feels nice. It's nice to draw. You know, when you get into position, it has this post on the front here. You can put any kind of thumb post you want in there. Ultraview makes a whole bunch of accessories. Or this can serve as your thumb peg for when you draw back. Just put your pressure on there. Now I release. And it fires. But as I mentioned, the shape of this release, it's just super comfortable through the draw and to hold at anchor. Just real nice, comfortable handle on this release. Not to mention the functionality of it, but it's a super comfortable release. And you'll notice here that I have the large, I have it with the hunting bracket connected. This is the hunting bracket. This is something that is sold separate, and you can just pop out these Allen screws and put in the hunting bracket so you can attach it to a wrist strap. You know, hunters, then you've got it hanging by your wrist. So that is the hunting bracket. What I will tell you is the releases come as a 3-finger. There are options for a 2-finger and a 4-finger, and basically what you're going to get is the hunting bracket. That's how this adjusts to a 2-finger and a 4-finger. This isn't a case where you can just pop that 3rd finger off and use this as a 2-finger, because there's going to be a space here. You're not going to have that leverage point. You actually have to get the hunting bracket to make it a 2-finger. They make one just like that. Or you can make it a 4-finger if you want as well. Now, you're probably wondering what these things are over here in all these fancy colors. So Ultraview has a pretty cool program where this is just a plastic imitation of the medium. That's the sizing that it matches, is the medium. And these are basically dummy releases that you can get for free if you want to just feel what this release is like in your hand. You know, you're not sure if you're ready to step up to this release, but you want to feel it, get a feel for what it's like in your hand. You can get these dummy releases for free. We're going to have them here at Lancaster Archery. The only thing that would be required would be to pay for shipping. But let's say you're ordering a bunch of arrows from Lancaster Archery. You know, you're ordering anything from Lancaster Archery. You're already paying the shipping, so we could drop one of these into your package for free, and you're already paying the shipping, so it actually costs you nothing. So this would be an add-on that you can get to place with your order, whatever you're ordering, so that you can have one of these at home, again, just to get the feel of it. Now, you will notice on the inside here, while it looks like it may be a safe draw, Colby Hanley tells me these are not intended for drawing a bow back. And in fact, it says on the inside here, maximum weight 30 pounds. That would be the maximum that you could draw with, but Colby says you really shouldn't draw a bow with these at all. Again, these are just to get the feel of that release in your hand. All right, so that is the Ultraview Hinge 2. Great new version of the wildly popular Hinge release from the folks at Ultraview. They always turn out quality products. That's one of the things you're gonna notice on this. The machining on this is impeccable. All the parts, high quality stuff. That's what you're gonna expect from Ultraview, and you're gonna get that with the Hinge 2. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click that bell to get notifications whenever we put out new videos. And as always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at lancasterarchery.com.